Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Gus. Today I'm going to be doing a video about putting a new steering rack into my '89 Honda Civic Si. I got this guy on eBay for, it was only like 90 bucks, brand new. Obviously it's not an OEM rack, but it is brand new. It is for a DX, a base model technically, but it will fit into an Si. The only thing different is that this is a constant ratio rack, whereas the Si one is progressive, meaning that when you turn the wheel, it gets harder technically to turn on this one, whereas this one, the steering force is always the same. And this one's technically a little bit quicker. I think this is a 4:0 ratio and that one's like a 3:6 or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm mostly doing it because I have a clunk, and it's because of my rack end bushing that's located right here on the passenger side tie rod. I could have just replaced that. It's like a $30 part, but honestly, for only $60 more, I think it's really worth it to just buy a whole new steering rack. Because that way you know it's good. It's a 30-year-old part anyways, and you get brand new inners, boots, and everything that goes along with it. So yeah, I'm gonna get started, and that just means I'm gonna take my outer tie rods off. Just to demonstrate why I'm doing this, I have the passenger side tie rod here, and right inside the rack where the inner rod meets on the actual shaft, there's a little bushing in there. It's a little plastic thing that kind of just looks like that. I'll put a picture on screen. You can do this in the car, but the way to tell if this is bad, you could also hear it in the car. You hear that movement there? Yeah, not supposed to do that. This is a brand new inner and a brand new outer tie rod. It's not play in the tie rod. It's very stiff, but the whole entire shaft is moving, and that clunks. I can feel it in my feet because it's just directly attached to the subframe. That's why I'm doing this job. Okay, I got both outer tie rods removed, disconnected. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. That way, this tie rod, I know you can't see it very well, this driver's side tie rod will more easily be able to slip past that so I can slide it out. Once you have that stuff removed, you should probably go ahead and disconnect the U-joint underneath the steering wheel. Okay, honestly, that was really easy to remove. There's this guy down on the steering column. There's two little clips, one there, one there. They fall right off. They're not attached. It's just like a spring-loaded clamp. And then down here, U-joint. There's this guy right here, which is the one that's really important, and then this guy. People say to loosen that too. It's not easy to get to that. I used just a box end of a 10 mil, and that was able to do it. I couldn't fit my 1/4-inch ratchet in there. Okay, now that you've done all that, it's time to remove these bottom bolts. There's these two right here, and then that guy, those two guys right there. The internet says you need to drop your exhaust. They're probably right. I'm gonna try to do it without doing that, but I'll let you know. All right guys, I got the old rack out and the new rack in. Like I said before, you definitely want the driver's side tie rod all the way in, as far as you can get it. And it's pretty self-explanatory to get it out from there. We did have to lower the catalytic converter. We didn't have to take it all the way apart. We just took the bolts off and pushed it down just to slide it out. Other than that, it was pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and reconnect the U-joint, which I don't think I mentioned this before, but in here you need to take the bolt all the way out because it is ribbed. You won't be able to slide the U-joint over it if you don't slide it all the way out. So I'm gonna go ahead and reconnect that U-joint onto the steering wheel. So then center the rack and then recenter the steering wheel. Okay, I got the rack centered on. To do that, you hook up the linkage, even though it's not center. As you can see, my steering wheel is not at all straight. And you max it to one side, you count how many revolutions of it is, and then you go half of that backwards, and that should put you just about in the center. It doesn't need to be exact. You should be able to get it pretty close by doing what I just said. Again, that's turning it all the way to one side, counting how many turns until the other side, and then going halfway back. As you can see, mine's pretty close. I also just measured how long my tie rods were, like how long the nuts were. So it's pretty close. Obviously, I'm gonna have to align it again. Now that I have the rack centered, I can go ahead and disconnect the column linkage and center the steering wheel, reconnect that, and tighten everything up. All right, guys, theoretically, we've got it dialed in. I got it on the ground. Everything's torqued to spec. I got the column cover back on, and I did an alignment. I'm gonna go drive it around, see how it feels, make sure that it is straight. I'm gonna come back, check it, maybe get an actual alignment. We'll see. Something I was not expecting, I have 0 steering wheel play now. I was unaware that that was really a thing. I didn't feel like I had that much. But when I would wiggle the steering wheel before, it would make like click, 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 click. Just, I thought that was just the linkage, whatever. There has to be a little bit of tolerance in there for movement, but it must have been my rack. I have no idea how, no idea what. Yeah, see, I can't tell there, but you can see, hopefully you can hear that movement there. That was super loud inside of the car. I'm not sure if it could appear on any kind of video. But yeah, I'm gonna go drive this thing around and see how it does. Okay, I just got back from my maiden voyage and everything works great. There's absolutely zero clunk or any suspension noise at all now. I double checked my alignment, it's good. I mean, at least my toe alignment, not my steering wheel, camber caster, all that stuff. Yeah, I'd say this job was successful overall. Let me know if you think it was worth it to swap out the whole rack to just fix that bushing in there. I think it totally was, especially with the movement that I had in the steering wheel. All of that is gone. I think I do like the ratio of this rack a little bit better since it's progressive. At the beginning, it is a little bit tighter than this one, since this is a standard DX rack. This one is a little bit heavier to turn, but I do prefer that, especially like once you get going past 5 miles an hour, it doesn't matter at all. But I'd rather have this than the clunk and a brand new rack and everything that goes along with that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this video in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.